Hello, we're here at the end of the two-day meeting at the Royal Society on Vaccines and AMR from Science to Policy. So we began focusing on the science in day one, beginning with the burden of AMR in terms of health, and then looking at the economic burden as well, which obviously brings in the food element too. Then looking at the evidence for how vaccines address antimicrobial resistance, both generally but with specific examples from the field, from pneumococcal vaccination and more recently with typhoid vaccination, what mechanisms and technology platforms there are for developing these vaccines, getting perspectives from manufacturers and from both human health and from animal health. Then moving through on the second day to focus on policy, bringing in the WHO and WOA, the World Organization for Animal Health, thinking about vaccine implementation through Gavi, which is so important for rolling out vaccines to children in low middle income countries, playing through the regulatory aspect and the funding aspects, then through to communication, how we get our message across, particularly in that whole general field of antimicrobial resistance to other players in the field. And then the meeting culminated with a discussion at the end around messaging for the high-level meeting on AMR at the United Nations in New York in September. This is the meeting where Dame Sally Davies, UK Special Envoy on AMR, is going to be representing not just us here in the UK, but the AMR vaccine community as a whole. I would like to thank Dame Sally for being chair at the meeting alongside myself. Her input has been invaluable and it's been fantastic for bringing so many of the key players here. I'd also like to thank the speakers who've come from around the world, global experts on AMR and how vaccines can address AMR from both the human and veterinary health side. I'd like to thank the Royal Society for hosting such a wonderful meeting and for all their support. And I'd like to thank my colleagues at Back-to-Vac for all the support that they provided for the meeting too, and for laying on travel bursaries so that so many early career researchers from lower middle income countries have been able to come and take part in this meeting too. Thank you.